Hey guys, welcome to Record-ology. Okay, today we've got an awesome show. We are going to pit the newest record player style against the tried and true classic. Today we are going to get the opinion of a modern, current day teenager to give his opinion on what he thinks in terms of sound quality, if he can hear any, between suitcase player versus component record player, what we would consider the higher end type of player. So a lot of debate out there, guys, on what's better. So let's get an unbiased opinion. And to do that, I'm going to bring into the show in a unique way an actual living, breathing teenager, my son, Tyler Tolman. And I'm going to do it by just snapping my fingers. So here we go. And there he is, easy enough. This is my son Tyler.
Hello.
He's a very gifted YouTuber as well as a rapper. And how do they find your music?
If you guys want to find my music, just go to SoundCloud and you type in TT, the letters TT. Or if you want to get a little bit more spicy and you can't find it, you can just type in soundcloud.com/the TT333.
And he's extremely gifted, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So Tyler, you don't have a record player, do you?
I do not have a record player.
But you've heard of some people getting into vinyl. But for you, how do you listen to music?
Apple Music with my headphones.
Right. So that's the way a lot of kids do it these days. But when you see record players, a lot of them these days, if kids do have them, they're like those little suitcase players, right?
Exactly.
So we're going to get your opinion on what sounds better. That suitcase player, see if you can hear any difference between an older style turntable, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, let's get right to it.
Let's do it.
I am the Edison phonograph. The more you become acquainted with me, the better you will like me. Ask the dealer.
Okay, guys, first step we're going to do in this test, this comparison, is we're going to listen to a typical suitcase record player. So again, this is what a lot of teenagers and millennials out there are using for their very first and only vinyl. Some of the concerns would be that if this is all people know in terms of vinyl quality, then they may be disappointed compared to higher end turntables. And we've disputed that to some degree on this show, and there's two sides to that story. So again, with our unbiased, and it truly is unbiased because Tyler definitely has his own opinions. Let's give it a listen here, Tyler. Does this look like, what people you'd see at the store in terms of a record player, mostly?
Yeah, where I shop.
Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to listen to this record on the Victrola suitcase player, and then we're going to listen to it on the C100. Okay, so here we go. It'll be the same clip of music on both through the same amplifier and the same speakers at the same volume. So we can't play too much because of copyright, but there's a little sample. So without a comparison yet, would you say that sounds what you'd expect a record to sound like?
Yeah, it sounds exactly what I would think it would sound like.
All right, sounds good. And overall, let me ask you this. From your perspective of not having grown up with vinyl, do you consider, is vinyl a format that doesn't sound as good as online, or does it sound better, or is it the same? I mean, what is your impression?
With vinyl, I think that you get a lot more of the detail that you don't get over online or streaming. However, I think that with headphones and just online, you get a richer sound.
Okay, overall richer sound. Okay, guys, so we are going to swap out this record player for the C100, a much higher end turntable. Same record, same speakers, same amplifier, and we're going to go from there and we'll listen to the same song. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Now we've got the C100. The speakers are set to the same volume. Everything is the same record, just a different record player. So now we have the C100 with the magnetic Audio-Technica cart instead of the ceramic cart that we were listening to before. So, all right, Tyler, here we go. Give it a listen. Same music. See what you think. Only a little bit we're able to play, but with what we heard, what is your impression there?
That one sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot more like rich. I don't know, like the other one sounded really flat. Like the basses and high end sounded really tinny compared to this one where it's like a lot more like just overall full in the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know if that was the speakers or not, but clearly it's not. So it must have been the turntable.
Yeah. So, okay, a price point. Let me ask you this: with your own money that you earn, this is about a $200 table, which is still, you know, on the affordable end of the overall spectrum of turntables. Versus the other one anywhere from $45 to $65. Would you go ahead and buy that, or would you save your money $200 and get something like this if you were interested? I mean, what would you think?
If it was my hobby, I would definitely buy the more expensive one. Just to have it as like something to have, it'd probably go with the cheaper one.
Okay. Because it's more portable.
Yeah, exactly. More portable and like
speakers and
yeah,
stuff.
you know, it's the hipster thing to have. So.
All right, guys. There's a side-by-side comparison. We tried out the suitcase player with the ceramic cart versus the C100 with the moving magnetic cart from Audio-Technica and the same powered speakers. Just to clarify, we were not using the built-in speakers on the suitcase player. We were using everything through the powered speakers. So overall, you thought that the higher-end turntable really did sound different.
The C100 sounded a lot better. Yeah.
And honestly, I had never played them side by side like that. So for me, I went into this with a fairly open mind as well. It was interesting to hear how, even under the same amplification, how the lower end cartridge and electronics really do strike a contrast to the higher end. So there you go, guys. You know, like in a lot of other things, you get what you pay for. I don't think this takes away from my point of view that, you know, if you have a suitcase player, then that's not a bad thing. It's not going to damage your records. The sound is what it is. It's good. It's fun. It's tactile. There's nothing wrong with that. So don't let yourself be discouraged by this in any way. But just kind of an interesting thing, kind of an experiment. So, and also this is assuming that all suitcase players are created equal, which they're really not. But it's probably pretty accurate to say that it rated, you know, comparable with other players. So, all right, Tyler, thank you so much. How can they find your music again?
If you guys make sure, if you guys click the link in below, it'll be soundcloud.com/the-TT333. If you just go to SoundCloud, you can type in TT as well, and you guys can hear my latest 2 songs, and another one's coming out pretty soon. So
awesome, that's cool. Thank you so much for being here. Now, guys, please hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. You know, so many of you haven't subscribed yet, and I've got something really cool coming up soon. We are going to be going live later this month. Not going to tell you exactly when or where, but you need to subscribe and hit the bell so you get all the notifications, because we are going live for the first time in Record-ology history to cover a very, very special event. And it's going to be very exciting. You're not going to want to miss it. So definitely hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, like this video, comment, and don't forget to share this with your friends, guys. But before we finish up, I think we ought to see if, everybody talks about, you know, teenagers are great, but sometimes you just want to get rid of them. So let's see if this works here. I don't know if this will work. Tyler, I love you. Thanks for being on the show, but here we go. It worked! You guys have never tried that? Just snap your fingers. Maybe they go away. I don't know. But I love him, and I really appreciate him being on there. So thank you, Tyler. Do check out his stuff. Super talented kid. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching Record-ology. As always, happy record hunting. We'll see you next time.